Hi, this is Giri, lecturer in physics. Welcome to Expertizer Academy. In this video, we discuss about the force between two parallel current carrying conductors. Force between two parallel current carrying conductors. Look at this diagram. These are the two current carrying conductors. In these two current carrying conductors, I1, I2 currents are flowing through this. The distance between these two conductors is smaller. By the flowing of electric currents I1, I2 for first conductor, because of I1 current, B1 magnetic field is generated like this. B1 magnetic field. Okay. At the same time, for I2 current, B2 magnetic field also generates like this B1. Look at this picture. Here, B1 is the magnetic field generated by I1 current which is flowing through the first conductor, this one. I2 is the current flowing through second conductor. F2 is the force is applying on the charges in second conductor. Okay. The distance between field line generated by I1 current at that center to second current, that is R. Okay. So this is the information in these diagrams. So these are the two conductors. I1, I2 currents are traveling through this. B1 is the magnetic field generated by I1 current which is flowing through first conductor. Okay. See the derivation part. Two long straight parallel current carrying conductors separated by a distance small r are kept in air. Let I1, I2 be the current passing through the conductors A and B in same direction along Z direction respectively. The net magnetic field at r distance due to the current I1 in the conductor A, that is equal to B1 is equal to mu naught by 2 pi into I1 divided by R. That is unit vector is negative. Why? Because the magnetic field or magnetic force generated by the first conductor, magnetic force generated by the second conductor, both are in opposite direction. Okay. So this is the magnetic field B1 generated by the current I1. From thumb rule, direction of magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of paper. So what is the direction of the magnetic field? Perpendicular to the plane of paper and inwards. So inwards means there is any cross symbol for magnetic field. There is any cross symbol. That direction of magnetic field is into the page. Into the page. Along the negative direction, I mean position vector. Okay. So magnetic field is perpendicular to plane of paper along negative direction. Okay. Let us consider a small elemental length, that is dl, in the conductor B at which magnetic field is B1 is present. Lorentz force on the element dl of the conductor B is. See the Lorentz force of the element dl. So what is the meaning of element dl? Consider any small length at conductor 1. Consider this is the first conductor. The length of the first conductor is L. Small length means dl. Consider dl length at first conductor. Here that magnetic field is B1. See this magnetic force applying on that conductor. dF is equal to I2 into dl into B1. I2 into dl into B1. Okay. So here I2 means current flowing through the second conductor. Current flowing through the second conductor. So why here entered I2? Why here entered I2? Actually this is B1. Definitely there is a I1 current. Why here entered I2? Why? Because the magnetic field is influenced by I2 current, and also Force developed at the second current, I mean at second current, that means second conductor, that force is applying on the first conductor. Force generated by second conductor which is applied on first conductor, at the same time force generated by the first conductor which is applied on the second conductor. So that's why here I2 is the current flow in second conductor. So based upon that, B1 is minus mu naught I1 into I cap divided by 2 pi r. So enter that value. So after that, we get this relation df, that is equal to minus mu naught I1 I2 dl divided by 2 pi r into j. Okay. So next one. So therefore, the force on dl of the wire B is directed towards the wire W1. Wire W1. Okay. So that the length dl is attracted towards the conductor A, the force per unit length of the conductor B due to the wire conductor A. That means this is the small amount of force. This is the force per length. So that's why this equation is converts into F by L, that is equal to minus mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r into J can. Okay. In the same manner, we compute the magnitude of net magnetic induction due to the current I2 in current, I mean in current means in current, I1 means in conductor A. I2 is current in second conductor. I1 is current in first conductor, that is conductor A. At a distance r in the elemental length dl of conductor A is. So that is B2 is equal to mu naught by 2 pi into I2 by r into I cap. This is similar to this one. Okay. From the thumb rule, direction of magnetic field perpendicular to plane of paper and outwards. First one is into the page, second one is outwards. Along positive I direction, hence the magnetic force at the element dl of the wire, that is W1. Okay. So why here enter W1 or W2? Force is applied on the element, it is changing the position. So that's why here work is developing. So that's why F is equal to I1 into dl into B2. In before equation, we entered I2 for first conductor. Here I1 is entered for second conductor. Okay. I1 dl bar into B2. So B2 value at equation, that is equal to mu naught I2 divided by 2 pi r into I cap. So after posting on this equation, we get the relation mu naught I1 I2 dl divided by 2 pi r into j cap. So therefore, force on dl of conductor A is directed towards the conductor B. So the length dl is attracted towards the conductor B. The length dl is attracted towards the conductor B. So this is the force generated on conductor 2. So before equation, force generated on conductor 1 by the conductor 2. Next, force per length. Force per length at conductor 2. See here, this is the conductor 1, this is the conductor 2. The force generated in conductor 1 which is applied on conductor 2. Okay, so that's why force per length, that is equal to minus mu naught into I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r into j cap. So compare these two equations. Force per length at conductor A minus mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r into j cap. Force per length of the conductor A due to the conductor B, that is minus mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r into j cap. So these two are similar. So what is the final conclusion? Force developed by the first conductor or second conductor per unit length, that must be equal to minus mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r. Okay. So this is the information about the force generated by two parallel current carrying conductors. Look at this, current in the same direction. So when the current in same direction for two conductors, this is the field line structure. Okay. Here the force is generated here, which is applied on second one. So this is the full information about force between two long parallel current carrying conductors. So thanks for watching this video. For more videos, visit www.expertiseracademy.com. Thank you.